Hey folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Doug with the second time around. Watch check of the day is my Grand Seiko Zenkyo. It's a limited edition that was only produced, I believe, in Japan. And this one's number 121 of 140 that were made. So today, the video, and again, welcome to the channel. If you haven't watched me, if you have watched these videos, thank you for coming back. And today we're going to be talking about my newest edition, which arrived today. It's the Venezianico Nereide Verdigris. Sorry, my Italian sucks. And, let me tell you a little bit about Venezianico. Say that 3 times quick. So the company came out about 15 years ago, and they had a different name, slight name change a couple of years ago. And they're an Italian company. Their watches come with either a Swiss or Japanese movement. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I'm really into the stone and mineral dials. And Venezianico has just given me, not I say given, I've purchased them either secondhand or new from the company. And they've provided me with some of the most beautiful watches that I have. And I have a lot of watches. This one is basically themed after the rooftops of the cathedrals and different buildings in Venice, Italy. And, back in the day, a couple of hundred years ago when they were building, the city, they used copper and brass for their roofs. And the salt water gave a patina of greens and blues. So Venezianico, they tried to get this Italian or this Venice feel. And they came out with this watch, and what they did is they took, copper or brass, and they dipped it into a chemical and gave the patina to the dial. And again, I got mine today. It's beautiful. These dials have a greenish blue tint to them, and you can see where the chemical kind of ate into the metal. And it arrived this morning, and I'll start wearing it. But when it comes to Venezianico, I will tell you this. And I'm going to show you a video on what their inspiration was and kind of how they made the dials. But I don't consider them to be a micro brand anymore. I know they think they're still a micro brand, but they're not. They've been around for too long, and they produce a lot of different watches. And I spoke earlier about their movements. They actually have developed their own movement in Italy. And it's on some of their higher end dress watches. And they're beautiful, beautiful dials. And the movement has actually won awards in Italy and throughout Europe. And if you're watching these watch collecting videos, you'll see a guy by the name of Nico Leonard, and he is a Dutchman that lives in Ireland, has his own company, but he makes a ton of videos, and he considers himself, and maybe the rest of the world considers him, to be a world expert on horology and watches. He's obnoxious, but he's funny. I like the guy. So at the Dubai Watch Show, I think it was 2 months ago, he ran into one of the owners and his wife of Venezianico, and he basically announced that they're an up-and-coming watch, that he absolutely loved what they did. Since then, he's spoken about them twice, and I'm sure that's going to give them a huge push in sales because a lot of people listen to Nico. They assemble the watches in Italy, and again, they're winning awards. Their customer service, to me, is second to none. They will answer your questions. They will respond to any complaints. They do a lot of custom dials for people. You'll see where they came out with a certain watch for the masses, and all of a sudden somebody posts a picture of this different dial. And that can be a little frustrating because it's like, which one do I get? Which one, do I ask for a custom one? And so that can be difficult. Now, I've either bought their watches. I now have, this will be the 13th one that I got today. And I've either bought them pre-owned or I bought them directly from Venezianico. And the nice thing about what they offer is if you buy the watch new from them, you immediately will get 20% off on your next purchase through them. They also ship for free, and at least here in the US, they pay the duties. And that's saving you a couple of $100. Most of their watches are in the $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 range. And then their higher end watches are $4,000, to $5,000. But it's an amazing company, and I highly recommend them. In this video, I'm going to show you the video that they made for their marketing, showing you about the watch and their inspiration. And then I'll show my watch. And there's no sound to either of those videos, so don't expect anything. But the watch that I got today, they're in their advertising, the watches have a greenish tinge. Mine, I think, looks a little bit more bluish. You can definitely see the green in it, and it just depends on the lighting. But again, I hope you enjoy these videos. I hope you keep watching. Please subscribe, like. If you disagree with what I have to say on things, that's okay. I don't mind. Constructive criticism is always welcomed. I have a lot of new watches coming in the next month or two. And so I'll be making videos on those watches when they arrive. Again, this is Doug with the second time around, and I do appreciate your time and your patience in watching me talk about my watch collection. Folks, you take care of yourselves, and please be safe.